Hello friends, and welcome to Family Fare. I'm so happy to be with you again, and today I'm really happy to be with you outside. So hello to all of you, and let's say hello to some of the things that I'm enjoying today being outside. And hopefully when you're outside you do as well. Hello my friends, and it's how do you do? How have you been since the last time I saw you? And hello to the birds, and it's how do you do? How have you been since the last time I saw you? And hello to the trees, and it's how do you do? How have you been since the last time I saw you? Today's a really sunny day. I'm wearing my hat because it's so sunny. So let's say hello to the sun. And hello to the sun, and it's how do you do? How have you been since the last time I saw you? How about hello to the sky? And hello to the sky, and it's how do you do? How have you been since the last time I saw you? And I'm looking down at my feet, and there's actually some ants crawling around. Let's say hello to the ants. And hello to the ants, and it's how do you do? How have you been since the last time I saw you? Hello my friends, and it's how do you do? How have you been since the last time I saw you? So today, because I wore my hat, I thought I would ask my friend Julienne to share a very silly story about a special kind of hat called a cap. And this story also has some very silly monkeys in it, which made me think of this very silly rhyme that you probably know. It's about monkeys jumping on the bed and their mom trying to settle them down, and it's a very difficult thing to do. So join me. 5 little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more monkeys jumping on the bed." But they didn't listen. But then there were only 4 little monkeys jumping on the bed, and one fell off and bumped his head. So Mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more monkeys jumping on the bed." But they didn't listen. Then there were only 3 little monkeys jumping on the bed, and one fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more monkeys jumping on the bed." But they didn't listen. Still, there were only 2 little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more monkeys jumping on the bed." The last one still didn't listen. Only 1 little monkey jumping on the bed, and he fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more monkeys jumping on the bed." No more monkeys jumping on the bed.
Caps for sale. A tale of a peddler, some monkeys, and their monkey business, by Esphyr Slobodkina. Caps for sale. Once there was a peddler who sold caps, but he was not like an ordinary peddler carrying wares on his back. He carried them on top of his head. First he had on his own checked cap, then a bunch of gray caps, then a bunch of brown caps, then a bunch of blue caps, and on the very top, a bunch of red caps. He walked up and down the streets, holding himself very straight so as not to upset his caps. As he went along, he called, "Caps! Caps for sale! 50 cents a cap!" One morning, he couldn't sell any caps. He walked up the street and he walked down the street calling, "Caps, caps for sale, 50 cents a cap." But nobody wanted any caps that morning. Nobody wanted even a red cap. He began to feel very hungry, but he had no money for lunch. "I think I'll go for a walk in the country," said he, and he walked out of town, slowly, slowly, so as not to upset his caps. He walked for a long time until he came to a great big tree. "That's a nice place for a rest," thought he, and he sat down very slowly under the tree and leaned back little by little against the tree trunk so as not to disturb the caps on his head. Then he put his hand up to feel if they were straight. First his own checked cap, then the gray caps, then the brown caps, then the blue caps, and then the red caps on the very top. They were all there, so he went to sleep. He slept for a long time. When he woke up, he was refreshed and rested. But before standing up, he felt with his hand to make sure his caps were in the right place. All he felt was his own checked cap. He looked to the right of him. No caps. He looked to the left of him. No caps. He looked in back of him. No caps. He looked behind the tree. No caps. Then he looked up into the tree. And what do you think he saw? On every branch sat a monkey. On every monkey was a gray or a brown or a blue or a red cap. The peddler looked at the monkeys. The monkeys looked at the peddler. He didn't know what to do. Finally, he spoke to them. "You monkeys, you," he said, shaking a finger at them. "You give me back my caps." But the monkeys only shook their fingers back at him and said, "Tss, tss, tss." This made the peddler angry, so he shook both hands at them and said, "You monkeys, you give me back my caps." But the monkeys only shook both their hands back at him and said, "Tss, tss, tss." Now he felt quite angry. He stamped his foot and he said, "You monkeys, you better give me back my caps." But the monkeys only stamped their feet back at him and said, "Tss, tss, tss." Well, by this time the peddler was really very, very angry. He stamped both his feet and shouted, "You monkeys, you must give me back my caps." But the monkeys only stamped both their feet back at him and said, "Tss, tss, tss." At last he became so angry that he pulled off his own cap, threw it on the ground, and began to walk away. But then each monkey pulled off his cap, and all the gray caps, and all the brown caps, and all the blue caps, and all the red caps came flying down out of the tree. So the peddler picked up his caps and put them back on his head. First his own checked cap, then the gray caps, then the brown caps, then the blue caps, then the red caps on the very top. And slowly, slowly, he walked back to town calling, "Caps, caps for sale, 50 cents a cap." The end. Today I'm going to show you how you can make your own hat at home using just a sheet of newspaper, and a little bit of tape. Here's what you do. You take the newspaper and you fold it toward you. Then you take your finger and put it right in the middle of that crease. Take your other hand and fold the right corner in. Then you make a crease. Now you can do the other side. Take the bottom and fold that up and make a crease. Then take just a little bit of tape and stick that on to secure this side. Now you're going to flip your hat over and fold up the bottom of the other side. And take a little bit of tape and secure that. Now you have a hat. You can wear it like this, or you can wear it like this, or really any way you want to. And you can even make a hat for your stuffed animal to wear.
Well, I don't see any hats or caps or even monkeys in this tree. But I do see some beautiful flowers and flower buds and the sky all around. From the sun up above, the light comes down. The light comes down all around us. From the sun up above, the light comes down. The light comes down all around us. From the night sky above, the stars shine down. The stars shine down all around us. From the night sky above, the stars shine down. The stars shine down all around us. From the clouds up above, the rain comes down. The rain comes down all around us. From the clouds up above, the rain comes down. The rain comes down all around us. From our hearts within, our love shines out. Our love shines out all around us. From our hearts within, our love shines out. Our love shines out all around us. So I'm so happy you were able to spend some time with us today. And now that Julienne has shown you how to make a hat, maybe you'll find some time to do that just out of newspaper and tape. So easy. So until the next time we're able to be together. So